So today I'm going to answer Google's most popular questions when it comes to CVs and resumes. I've professionally given feedback on over 1,500 CVs, and I work as a careers consultant at the University of Cambridge. Let's do this. Is a CV a resume? I mean, you say tomato, I say tomato. It's the same thing. In Europe, they're called CVs. In North America, in Australia, or in China, they're called resumes. And you want to know the weird thing? No one seems to know why. Next question. Is a CV a cover letter? I mean, no, they're different things, right? One looks like this and the other looks like this. But if you bear in mind the key difference between these two documents, a cover letter, unlike a CV, allows you to talk about why you want the role and why you want to work at the organization. Next question. Is a CV supposed to be one page? Oh, this is a good one. Look, there is no rule saying your CV must be one page. Your CV length, or the right CV length for you, is normally going to be an emergent property from simply writing a CV well, which means being really efficient with what you include, so just including relevant things and writing things in a super succinct way. If you do those two things, your CV will be the right length. If you're asking for my personal opinion, I do have a personal aesthetic preference to one of two lengths of CV. And the first is one page. I think it looks quite neat and compact, and it shows you've demonstrated a degree of selectivity because you probably had to leave a bunch of stuff out. And the second preference I have is for CVs that are either between 1.3 and 1.6 pages long. Next question. Should my CV be in the past tense? I mean, well, sure, if you're talking about things you've done in the past, so definitely the past tense. But you can also talk in the present tense for the things you're doing now, and you definitely should. Next question. Should my CV include a photo? So there are countries where it's weird to include a photo in your CV, so the US, the UK, Sweden, Australia, and there are other countries where it's weird not to include a photo. Brazil, Germany, Italy, China. The key is to do what's normal in the country you're applying to, because you don't really want to stand out for this particular reason. The only exception to this, where you would always include a photo in your CV, is if you're doing work that is dependent on your appearance. So if you're an actor or a model. Next question. Should my CV be in bullet points? Oh my god, yes, 100 times yes. Bullet points give a natural place for the reader to rest, reflect, and then to absorb the information in the best possible way. Next question. Should my CV be in Word or PDF? Edit in Word and send it in PDF. It keeps the formatting in place for the recruiter, no matter what kind of screen or operating system they're using. Should my CV have my address? So my answer to this has changed, right? Back in the day, you would always put your address on your CV, but now in the age of potentially uploading your CV to a big aggregating job site, I would maybe guard against putting your address, and you just want to be a little bit vague. Maybe just mention the closest town where you live. Next question. Should my CV have color? Okay, so my answer to this question is already making me feel sad because I love colorful things and I think they represent a person really, really well. But on CVs, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to keep it plain black. Anything that acts as a distraction, whether it's borders, patterns, even certain fonts, and definitely colors, just take a moment for the reader to figure out where things are, and that is a split second you've lost out on them seeing your quality. And for that same reason, I wouldn't use Canva for my CV because while I love Canva and they do have some decent CV templates, they just don't quite hit in the same way with the same impact and immediacy as a more pared back CV. Next question. Can I write my CV on Word? Not only can you, I think you should. It gives you the best options to actually edit this document to make it look exactly like you want it. And if you click on the link above, you'll go to my video, which shows exactly how to expertly format your CV on Word so that you never have to use a template and you know you've got a beautiful looking CV. And finally, should I write my CV in the first or third person? Ooh, third person for me, please. I think first person can just feel a little bit full on at times, and I think it's infinitely harder to write a really good CV in first person, although I have seen it done. If you have any CV or resume questions that weren't covered in this video, stick them in the comment section down below and I would love to answer. I'd also love to see your theories on why you think it's called CV in Europe and resume elsewhere. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. I'll catch you next time.